Alright, so season 4 of Invincible just dropped, and I'm not gonna lie, this shit getting crazy for my boy Mark. You got the whole world mad at this nigga right now. From Conquest somehow going live from his prison right before the season dropped, to Cecil aura farming in a bathtub, I ain't gonna lie, a lot is going on right now. If y'all boys do enjoy, make sure y'all like, subscribe, and comment down below. The video gonna cover the first 2 episodes, so if you savoring the episodes or some weird shit like that, just go ahead and watch the first episodes, bro. Starting off, we see that Mark's family in the GTA, they get this little montage. You know, they just been doing their best to hold down the earth ever since, you know, the conquest incident and just past buttload of incidents that they've had. They haven't really had a chance to sit down and breathe from this shit. I mean, these niggas were going to a funeral every fucking day, gang. Like, this shit was crazy. Mark gets a call to handle some slight work, so he tells Oliver to go handle that for him, and this nigga had the audacity to tell him no. We need to watch this nigga right here, bro. He don't like to listen. Like, I know times is changing, bro, but I don't feel like it's crazy to give little bro a 2-piece for that back talk he had. We then go to Cecil and the ex-GDA member, Cecil proposing that they start working again, and I ain't gonna lie, this nigga got a lot of nerve acting like he wasn't just having Mark on all 4. What really had me is when they brought this up, Cecil explained that it was wrong and he won't do it again, and the first person to vouch is Black Simpson suck up ass, bro, talking about if anything happens, we'll stop it immediately. Gang, you ain't been the same since Omni-Man first attacked y'all niggas. I don't know, like, every time I see this nigga face, he damn near pisses me off. Between him and Brett, but they still end up agreeing to return to working for Cecil. Then we go back to Mark, who's taking the call, only to find out that the person who made the call was the villain himself. I'm not gonna lie, gang, telling your ops to pull up is insane. Bro ends up giving him this big talk about how he's contributing more to the destruction and how he just wants society to change as a whole. I'm not gonna lie, I don't remember this nigga's whole yap session. He ends up sneaking this nigga, and once again, bro called his op, managed to hide long enough to drop a whole dialogue on him, and then give him a straight sucker punch to the face, bro. The dude finally revealed himself to be a T-Rex, and they ended up fighting. Mark gets ready to finish him off, until bro just turns into a completely normal human. Bro tried to explain that the T-Rex inside of him just kept on taking over him completely, and then the GDA pop up out of nowhere to try to calm this nigga Mark down. But it's like, bro, what the fuck were y'all niggas just doing prior? Like, did y'all not see Mark get his ass beat? I understand why he should hold back on sending this nigga to the lobby right now, but like, have we learned absolutely nothing from locking niggas up, bro? Bro just did this main character entrance, had Mark genuinely struggling, and y'all just want to give bro a slap on the wrist with some prison time. Y'all do realize if he changes forms, y'all gonna have a fucking T-Rex in your facility, bro. Like, I got this shit sounding like Elmore City, bro. I'm not gonna lie, Cecil really a dickhead. You gotta watch out for him these next couple of episodes. After this, Mark eats dinner with Eve and their gaslighting family. And then we get a cut to the sewers where we finally get revealed Russ's full potential. And I ain't gonna lie, bro, this nigga moving like a main villain too. Bro talking about some it's time, like the blue collar workers were the last thing he needed to fulfill the plan. Not even a minute to breathe, and then we get a cut to a whole nother villain who is just complete filler. I'm not gonna lie to you. Mark literally had her questioning her whole plan mid-fight. Nigga literally got one punch by Eve, who was losing complete control of her powers. Just go ahead and pack it up. We end up getting back to Russ' story pretty quick, and it kicks off with this dumbass bot trying to clip farm in real life, bro.
Oh, gross. Anyone know what the hell this is?
There's so much going on in this shit. You got this nigga in a black car trying to set up car play. How does this nigga right here, the fire hydrant, all that fucking space, bro? Come on, gang. This ain't even got nothing to do with the squids no more. Niggas get a catastrophic event and start acting like GTA NPCs, bro. Brett and the GTA hit the city to deal with the actual Sequid, but this man Russ ain't going. He's sending Monster Girl flying and shit. Cecil teleports to Mark to let him know about the Sequids. And bro, we gotta talk about this gullible shit right here. Why did this man Mark take this cheap ass Amazon earbud again? Cecil talking about some no tricks this time. Nigga, you done showed them all. Like, I don't know, bro. Vulnerable situations like that, you definitely gotta be on point, bro. Robot notices there's huge life forms in the sewers. Britt tells him to stay ground, and I'm not gonna try to front like I don't see Robot's point of view, but like, yo, this nigga don't listen, bro. I thought he was about to clutch a 20v1 with this eco round ass pistol. As soon as he went into the sewers, bro just went ahead and went home. Really just clocked out early. Now Mark gets there, and this man Russ definitely had me first. It don't seem like bro got an end to these freaky ass squids. Mark pushes through and is left with another situation, life or death. But this time, bro might just cook all of civilization as we know it. So what does he do? The only right thing, which was to smoke. And tell me why out of everybody who had something to say, bro, this bucket of bolts who didn't even listen to his own order, talking about some Invincible. Like, you almost did the complete opposite, trying to go AWOL and shit. And then y'all remember what I said about Conquest going live and shit, bro? Yeah, this nigga broke out of prison, but booty naked. And that's right where we end with episode 1. And I mean, shit, bro, I don't ever see this man Mark getting a break from being a superhero. In the episode 2, we get a prologue of the Viltrumites and their like biggest weakness, which is the Scourge virus, which has completely fucked over the population ever since it came in. And I mean, even as a cartoon, like seeing all these dead bodies piled up, that shit had me looking at my screen twice. I ain't gonna. Alan and Omni-Man had their plan to meet with Theodos, discuss a plan about taking on the Viltrumite. Nolan knows they're kryptonite, so they use this information to try and hunt down these things, and they end up getting on this cheap ass shit. First night, my man Nolan getting that sneako treatment. To be honest, this episode was really just a side quest. I mean, it was really just hunting down these niggas. One thing that I noticed when they were fighting was the dinosaurs on the ice planet. It took some heavy ass similarities to the ones that Mark was dealing with on Earth. I don't know, between the scratches, overpowering strength, I feel like there's a connection between these two. Once they head back to Alan's hometown, they discuss with Theodos that the missions were either successful or the targets were missing. Except for the dinosaur one, of course. I ain't gonna lie, them niggas gave him work. Theodos pulls Invincible to the side to show him the Scourge virus and also reveals that he was the creator of the Scourge virus. And I'm not gonna lie, this man Nolan's cortisol control is crazy. This man is still a Viltrumite. Bro almost popped off a girl's head back in the prologue because she didn't know an answer to a fucking question. He just held back on not killing this nigga who killed his pops and billions of others. I'm not gonna lie, we gotta give him props. We didn't go back to Conquest, who landed back on the planet of the Viltrumites to be executed, and we finally get to see the final boss of the show. And like, can we take a moment to analyze how clean this man's fit is? Like, bro got on a mink coat with this clean ass cut. Like, I know a third of the budget went into this nigga's lineup alone. But I ain't gonna lie, that's where I'm gonna wrap it up here. Y'all boys do enjoy. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, and comment down below.